In this video, I am going to briefly explain a recent vehicle repair about 1998 Toyota Corolla CE106 DX model. So, customer complaint was about the steering vibration when he was driving and the clunky noises from the steering area. And also, he mentioned abnormal free play in the steering wheel. So, before I start in any repair work, I carry out the test ride because this is important to properly confirm the customer complaint and clearly feel the issue. So during the test drive, I also check any other abnormal noises or issues related to steering and suspension and other systems as well as. So based on the test ride observations, I can uh, I can proceed a plan before I started to uh, start to work. I'm
Thank you.
going a test right now, so till I not recognize any other issue, so we'll see. I feel some vibration from the wheels, front wheels, through the steering. So I uh, I think mostly pushes or something. There was a damage or something. We'll see. So there is no any noises came from front, so we can do it. We can start it, our repair. And also I need to tell something. So I feel there is a uh, brake not much efficiency happen, but not more efficient. I feel it's have any something disc wearing reason of wearing of disc or pads or any air particle inside the braking system. So that also I need to check when I repairing. So before the repair, we identify there is a oil leak in gearbox pump and the engine oil pump. So and also there was CV boot damage. So this also we need to repair. Check the CV is good. We only need to change the repair boot kit. Now I am going to check there is any uh, thyroidendo bracken. I'm going to check. So for the inspection, I identified uh, this right side is okay. There is no any free play, but there is in left side there is a very slight play, but uh, we can't to say that previously I show you there is a play in the steering wheel, so it not cause for that. It is a very little bit, so I will show you what happened. So you can see there is a slightly play. So the reason was this is a universal joint there, so you can see the reason of the play happen from there. So this is very important. Need to identify where the problem exactly happened. So we need to repair this joint also. So we'll see how it do. Before that, we need to repair this CV boot also. So I going to wheel and CV nut. Then we need to take off this complete right side axle. That's good. You only need to replace the repair boot kit. This boot kit. 32. This was a 32 nut. Easy. So I take off the CV axle from. For that, firstly I remove the this lower arm ball joint, ball joint mounting nuts. So then easy to access to take outside to this steering knuckle. So this so then we have access to take off this axle with CV. So for the inner part I only remove from the CV boot because gear wheel came off through the inner CV joint. So this is a damaged CV boot, so I need to check the CV is good or not. Side there is a slight play. Steering, we need to connect steering and the rack. So there is a shaft, we call intermediate shaft. So in a rack side there is a pinion to connect. So in the pinion and the steering not directly aligned. So we need to use like a universal joint to because we need to we can't connect aligned. So we use a universal joint in between that intermediate shaft, so that a play happen in that joint. So we need to remove that joint. Then we decide to replace. So if it can repair, we can repair it. So okay, remove it. I'm going to remove. So for that I need to remove this upper dashboard cover, then I can access to that intermediate shaft. the air vents parts inside this AC vent, AC duct. So you can see, so there is a joint, so to there we can get access to remove this bolt, so then we can remove from pinion this shaft, so then we can take off to this, because we need to replace this joint also, otherwise we can remove so there's a two bolt, we can also remove this bolt also, but we can't take off this joint. So when we remove from this bolt, we can take off all the shaft with all the joints. The intermediate shaft removed from pinion, so now we can take off the steering from inside with that complete intermediate shaft with joints. So we will remove steering column. And remove steering column, so determine
So we decide to remove the steering rack because there was also there is a steering tail. So we decide to remove it and check it. If we can repair it, we can repair, and otherwise we replace in a reconditioned one or brand new one. So firstly, uh, we have access to this hole to get out the steering rack after the dismounting from the bolts. So firstly we need to remove tie rod ends so that there is a lock pin, so we need to remove that pin. Then after we can lose this I think 19 bolt, 19 nut, and uh, that's it. So then we also need to remove the oil supply, power steering oil supply lines. We need to disconnect those lines so we can access to the there to disconnect that one also. So this is the receiver tank, power steering. This is the power steering pump. So for this pressure line we can disconnect from, it's easy to disconnect from here, so in bottom in the rack side. So firstly we need to lose this ball joint nut. Then after we can put mostly technicians do hitting by hammer, uh, then ball joint will uh, loosen. So we can take off because there is a taper. So when we tie this ball, the taper also be tight. So now we lose this bolt, but the taper is, still get tight. So we need to ball joint puller or hit from hammer. So I have a ball joint puller, so I use that ball joint puller to pull up that. So now nut was loosed up, so then I can use this ball joint puller. I need this 22 box here. There was a coolant leak. You can see. You can see there. There is a coolant leak also there. This. So previously I said uh, repaired one Toyota Corolla CE106 diesel vehicle. So there is a steering play. Also I said there is a brake issue. So we decide to change the brake washers in the master cylinder. So for that we remove this master cylinder and the pistons. So we going to change these washers, brake washers. So this is the old washers. So this master cylinder doesn't have any roughing corroded surface. So we decide uh, only change the washers. Then after the clean this master cylinder reserve and this tube, we will change the new washers. So I need sample for that, so that's why I remove and I still not cleaned. So after that got the new washers, I will clean up and refit with new seals. There is a number inside the washer. In the inside they have a number. This is a size number. So from that we can get a new washers according to the then that is specific number for each washer. These are the washers inside the master cylinder. So purpose of that washers, when we press in the brake pedal, the pressure going through booster to master pump. Then master pump have the primary and the secondary pistons. So this each of washers placed around that pistons. So when we press the pedal, the pressure move the pistons inside the master cylinder. So the pistons moves the brake fluid uh, in front of the each pistons. So then that oil pressure going through the all the oil lines to the brake calipers and the wheel cylinders. So firstly we need to, there's a lock pin in there. We need to remove this pin, then we can take off that shaft. So we also need to change this pin, because so also have a play, and also this bearing is a plastic one. We need to change it. It's a plastic bush inside there. Our steering rack was done. So we replaced this rack boots in both sides. uh, Rack ends good, this rack ends good, tie rod end goods, and tie rod end goods. So we put new dust seal for the both tie rod ends because it's damaged in previously. So and totally we re-greased and we put graphite grease for the steering rack, and we adjust. So for the adjustment we can firstly we need to loose up this lock nut. Then after we have to access to adjust through this nut for steering rack. So when the adjustment we can clockwise direction, we can rotate this nut to clockwise, then steering rack will be rack and pinion will be closed, so then steering rack free play will reduce. So uh, you can also follow that procedure for adjust the steering rack. So and another thing is we need to check there is a oil seals uh, inside this boot. This steering rack housing end have one oil seal, and this side also have the one oil seal. So before we adjust and before we repair, we must need to confirm the both side oil seals in good conditions. So then you can adjust your steering rack without replace the oil seals. So, we removed both side axles with the CVs because of we need to change the axle oil seals, and as well as we need to check the condition of the CV joints because of this vehicle have some noise, some vibration when turning. This is a right hand side axle shaft and the CV. So the CV mostly I think is damaged because of damage of the CV joint boots. So mostly more suitable to replace the CV, as well as we need to check all the other CV joints, inner CV and the outer CV. This is also damaged, so you can see this is a left hand side brake pads, so it's also damaged, and this also right hand side one pad was damaged, so we need to change the brake pads definitely. So and another thing is we check the both side wheel bearing, so that both side wheel bearing we can hear the wearing bearing noises. So I show you that sound. We can hear the wearing bearing noises. So I show you that sound. Yeah, you can hear, no? So the side also has the same. We assemble our steering rack. So for that I remove our steering rack without removing our front sub assembly. So I have only access to the side, from side. I and also I when I remove in time, I take off from that side. So uh, same like that I going to assemble it again in from access from the side. So we will try, we will see what is the result in the end. Thank you.